Hey guys, Brian Hilliard here, author of the best-selling book Networking Like a Pro, and you are listening to ClientBuilder Networking, the radio show designed to help busy entrepreneurs get more leads and close more deals. Now, today we've got a special guest with us here. We've got Deb Doughty, who she's going to be talking with us a little bit about how, from a direct sales perspective, you guys can be able to market yourself better and get more business. So, Deb, thanks so much for coming out here today.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. I'm really excited to be here.
Awesome. I know you've done a lot of stuff. We've obviously known each other for a little while. Yeah. You've done a lot of stuff in the direct sales world, right?
Absolutely.
And being able to kind of do that. You've achieved some leadership positions. And I want to say you even drove for free at some point in time. And maybe you can tell them a little bit about that.
Exciting. Over 16 years.
Wow. I don't know if I knew that or not. But tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell them a little bit about, who you are, what you're all about, and kind of what it is that you do.
Great. Well, again, thank you for allowing me to be here, first of all, and sharing some of my expertise as well. And really, it started a long time ago, and I say long time ago, and it was actually with the Walmart Corporation.
Okay.
I have always been in sales and marketing to some extent, and with the Walmart Corporation, way back when, I was actually recruited while I was still in college to come work for them, and I worked for the Sam's Club division of Walmart. Okay. And actually was always in management with them, so I kind of really climbed the corporate ladder at a very, very young age in my early 20s. Early 20s.
Right. I thought you were still 20.
Thank you.
Okay, all right. Well, maybe that's a separate conversation. All right, that's fine.
But what's funny about it was I was always a go-getter, and I loved people. I loved being around people, and I loved always the sales aspect of things, to be able to bring marketing and sales together and, just really run with that. And, after 10 years of doing that with the Walmart Corporation, the last 2 years I was a regional sales and marketing manager for them, and I actually was mentored by Sam Walton himself. And a great man, a great individual, and great key points that he taught us in business in general. And, and after 10 years of doing that, I was working 60 to 70 hours a week, week in, week out, nights, weekends. Loved doing what I did, but I had a family as well. Married, 2 kids, currently not married now, however, but back then I wanted to have true balance with the family, work, everything. And I really wanted to be one of those women that had it all. So there was something missing still in my life, and what I found is I wanted to be able to still have fun, make extra money, but be able to run my own business from my home around my family, and still make a corporate income. And that's where actually Mary Kay Cosmetics came into my life back at that point, and that was actually about 25 years ago. And I quickly, turned Mary Kay into a full-fledged business. And that's why I really can speak to this, because I was still with the Walmart Corporation for about 2 of those years.
Interesting.
That I was building the foundation of my business. And then when I had my second daughter is when I decided to stay at home and be a work-at-home mom. And be able to still have the lifestyle that we had, but yet to run my own business and not sacrifice my family. And, I was a leader with them for over 15 years. I actually drove free for 16 of those years. And, back in the day that I was with them as well, I became what they call the Mary Kay sales director. And that people only obtain that as the top 2% of the company. So, I very much pride myself on that. I have a lot of value to give to others and be able to teach them as well. And through those years, how I've seen so many different things change in a marketing perspective, I wanted to be able to bring that to the table and help others be able to successfully build a direct selling business as well. And plus I work with other entrepreneurs that have nothing to do with direct sales, but I wanted the people in direct sales to understand that sometimes we're so far in the forest that we can't see through those trees. And that a lot of the things that we were taught over the years, a lot of the traditional approach to things really don't work really that well at all, if at all now. So it's really, my heart and soul really is to help them to be able to educate people so they can be able to build a business and have the life and the balance that they really deserve and want.
That is awesome. Because direct sales, that's a tough, that's a tough gig.
It is. And it can be.
Yeah, it can be. And you mentioned that 2%. I think with Mary Kay, you're in the top 2%. Drove for free for I think you said 16 years. And I know I haven't been in direct sales, but I know they don't give that away.
Oh no, they definitely.
You gotta earn.
You have got to earn it, and it's totally based on you and what you put into it.
Right.
Not what somebody hands you by any means.
That's awesome. Well, I can't wait to hear what you have to say about that. One of the things when you take a look at your website, debdoughty.com, obviously, and we'll talk more about that. One of the points that you have on there is this tagline of "Look the part, be the part," from the inside out.
Absolutely.
And maybe talk with us a little bit about what that, in your words, in your mind, what does that kind of mean in this direct sales world for some of the people listening?
Well, it's to me, it's kind of simple.
Okay.
It's if you're going out after clients, and if you happen to be, whatever, if you're in the skincare business,
right,
like I used to be, you want to look the part, be the part.
Right.
You don't want, and no offense to this is not a value judgment or anything like that, but if I'm going to be out there trying to promote why you need to have proper skincare and, look professional and have glamour or what have you, then perhaps I need to put just a tad bit of that on myself.
Right.
I need to exude what I'm trying to, the clients that I'm trying to obtain.
Right.
I need to exude the part. I need them to look at me like I am the expert that they want to come to.
Right.
To be able to give value to them so they keep coming back for more.
Right.
Not just it's a one-time sale.
Right. And one of the things I mention a lot, and we've talked about this, is this idea of you almost want to be, I think for a lot of people, especially coaches or whatever, you want to represent the future state of what that person sees, a future state for that person. And what I'm hearing you say is, if you're in skincare, if you're in, whatever it is, weight loss, whatever, whatever.
Health and wellness, whatever the case may be.
You need to, in my opinion, you need to be able to represent to that person a future state of what they can be.
Right, absolutely.
And they begin to see you as almost like a partner.
Right.
In that regard. Am I right with that?
Absolutely right. Because, part of direct sales also is, you have a product end of it that that you're going to be, selling your product.
Right.
But you also have a team building end of it as well.
Okay.
So if I'm interviewing you to be a part of my team because you're looking to make extra money, Brian, then again, I've got to be and look the part that's going to be appealing to you. Why are you going to want to join on my train, on my team? Right. Because nobody wants to really work with a parked car, do they?
Right.
No.
You're right.
And it's kind of like, I use this analogy a lot. It's kind of, would you go to a dentist that has no teeth?
Right.
No.
Right?
Or, would you go to a hairdresser or a barber that can get you in all the time?
Right.
And, anytime you call, hey, oh yeah, come on over.
Right.
What does that tell you? That tells you that maybe they're not as busy as they maybe think they are or what have you.
Right.
It's you have got to look the part, be the part, act as if. And I think that's a problem sometimes with people in the direct selling world where, they maybe not... They're not maybe perhaps as successful as they want to be, especially right off in the beginning.
Of course.
They're going, well, how am I gonna, be the part when I'm not even there yet and all that. There's the old saying about fake it till you make it.
Right.
Well, you have to act as if.
Right.
If I want to have $1 million, I need to act like I already have it.
Right.
I need to be able to. Be able to plan and use that money correctly.
That's
not be frivolous with it.
That's right.
How am I going to budget?
That's right.
What am I going to do with those monies?
That's right.
I'm going to dress like a millionaire.
Right.
I'm going to act like a millionaire.
That's right.
I'm going to surround myself with the people
that
are conducive for my growth.
Right.
That's all about being the part as well.
Right.
And there was a who was it? I think it was Andy Stanley.
He is North Point.
In Georgia.
Right.
And he actually did a series on you need to be who you're looking for.
Oh, yeah, relationships.
Right. Who you're looking for is looking for. But I put that in a business sense. You've got to be the business that the people you're going out looking for clients, in essence, are looking for.
And you bring up a good point, because you kind of backdoored us with a little recruiting tip there, right? I mean, and that's good though. Right. I mean, I want to be able to get that out there. So from a recruiting standpoint, be the person who you're looking for is looking for.
Right.
So what I hear you say is, obviously look the part, which is how we got started on this. Be the part. Again, that's what we got started with. And then from the inside out, how I interpret that to mean is it's not just putting on nice clothes or having whatever. I mean, that's part of it.
Right.
It's not putting on more makeup.
Right.
But maybe a larger part of it is being the type of person that you would want to spend time with.
Right.
Right?
I mean, the character.
Mm-hmm.
Your integrity.
Right.
Having the peace and balance in your life. Because honestly, if you saw me out all the time and all I look like is I'm running, I'm ragged, right? And I'm running around like a hamster on the wheel, and here, there, everywhere,
right?
Whatever. If I have small kids and my kids aren't behaving and they always look like a mess too, and then all of a sudden you're giving me your business card,
right? Yeah, come join our team,
right? Or all you hear me say and complain about is how I need more money and I just can't afford to go out and do. Now, in essence, and I hear. Is that really going to attract people to you?
Right.
It's not. You've got to exude the whole picture of where they could be.
Right.
Because people need hope nowadays.
Right.
Truly, they need hope. Everybody can use a little bit extra money.
Right.
However, again, they're not going to. Why are they going to jump on your team if you do not look like you have peace, balance, making money, and making money is not just the end all be all, but the money buys the choices in the life.
Right.
So in the choices that you create, guess what? It's going to bring you more either balance, peace, or more chaos.
Right. I love that.
It really is. You can use other people's stories until you feel successful.
Right.
Nothing wrong with that, but you need to. If you walk into a place. Mm-hmm. You need to wow people.
Right.
They've got to